Yeah. We're here. Sup? Good, popping, cracking, percolating. What's really good in the hood? It's your man Theo Butler. Yeah. We here. It is Saturday. I hope you off today. Because it is the weekend. And I don't know how anybody else has ever felt. I ain't never felt like I should work on Saturday. I ain't never felt like that. I always felt like the weekend is school got me used to that. School. Yeah. I'm supposed to have a weekend off. I know some folks got to work, convenience stores and everything like that. But if I ain't working at no store, I ain't never understood why I had to go to work on the weekend. Yeah. But that ain't what this show's about. We got one. I want to say that's enough to have some fun. Could be, because this video ain't for everybody. Up here, let me say that one more time. This video ain't for everybody. You should be able to look at the title and see where you fit in at. You should be able to look at the title. The borders to Wakanda are closed. Matter of fact, I don't even want to speak in past tense. No, the border's closed. The border's closed. My daughter asked me last night, she said, well, Daddy, who is you to say the borders to Wakanda are closed? I said, well, I know to you I'm just your father. As I should be. I'm your dad. That's what that is. But to some other folks, I'm pretty respected in the community. As far as knowledge goes, passion, care, and concern for the character and the surrounding characters. I'm pretty much respected in that community. I am. And yeah. So with that being what that is, I'm looking at stuff moving. And you can always tell when somebody getting ready to do something, whether it's Marvel or whether it's Ryan Coogler. Because for whatever reason, we got to start talking about T'Challa all over again. Folks that ain't talked about T'Challa since the second Black Panther movie, now they want to talk about T'Challa. Let me. I think that's Afro. What's going on, Afro? My brother from across the water. Now they want to start talking about T'Challa. And the damnest thing is that they want to say what's relevant and what's not relevant when it comes to T'Challa. Mind you, they didn't start talking about T'Challa by and large until the first movie came out, right? Meanwhile, you've been in your circle amongst your friends talking about T'Challa forever. You don't ever remember any of these folks when they launched their YouTube channels dedicating a significant amount of time to your favorite character. You've seen other characters get that treatment though. You seen Spider-Man get that good love. Shout out to Anita Baker. You seen Bruce get that good love. Yeah. You seen Clark get that good love. We're not gonna act like this. I don't mention her name that much on this channel, but we know Diana got some good love. Yeah, we go all the way back with Linda Carter with that one. Linda Carter, yes, good love. How many of us had Linda Carter on our wall? Whether she had on her Wonder Woman costume or just had on a bikini from the beach. Did y'all know she was Latino? I did not know that. Makes sense. Anyway, so we been loving T'Challa. This ain't nothing new. Quite a few of us. We've been loving T'Challa. Male, female, black, white, Jew, Gentile, heterosexual, LGBTQ+, Christian, atheist, Muslim. We've been what American, non-American, immigrant, non-immigrant. We all us. We've been loving T'Challa. We didn't need the MCU to get us hype. We just needed the MCU to give it to us live action. That's all we wanted. Just give it to us live action. And we showed up and showed out, didn't we? We showed up, not the LARPers. You can tell them it was dress up for them. They still got them clothes in their damn closet and can't tell you a damn thing other than the movie what they went to go see. Them the LARPers. No, we talk about us. Oh, we showed up and showed out, didn't we? We showed up. We sold out. We bought out movie theaters. We bought multiple tickets. We took our sons. We took a nephew. We took a grandsons and everything like that. We took a granddaughter. Oh, it was a family affair. Lord Jesus, have mercy. I want to say that was for us. That was the first Marvel family movie. Like we can take the whole family to go see this one. Some of us took the whole damn community to go see that damn movie. And what do we do after that? Oh, Lord, especially those of us that were action figure collectors. We didn't let Hasbro down, did we? No. We don't know why they gave us a Namor or a Black Bolt or Iron Man figure in that damn way. But we showed up and it showed out. Then we bought Nikhil. Amen. Amen. We bought Shuri. Didn't they drop 2 of them? Yeah. We bought the T'Challa. We bought the Killmonger. Oh, Lord Jesus. We bought the Dora Milaje. I don't know why folks came out their mouth left field to say that we were misogynistic. They made the Dora Milaje as action figures. When they use the term action figures, that's slanted toward males. They say dolls, that's slanted toward women, females. So when they dropped the Doras, we were the target group. Men. Oh, we showed up and showed out. I'm gonna drop names now. Shout out to Articulated Ninja. Shout out to Boog Nice, ACBA, and everything like that. Oh man, quite a few of us Army built the door. We went ham. We was proud too. The Dora, you making me think about Reginald Huntley. You making me think about Christopher Priest. You making me think about Jonathan Mayberry. You making me think about David List. You making me think about Ta-Nehisi Coates. You making me think about Jonathan Hickman. Oh, good Lord, Jesus. You see all the names I just named? And with those writers, you're thinking as a Black Panther fan, comic book fan, because if you're an MCU fan, this ain't for you. This video is not for you. It's some other folks on YouTube got videos for you. You're not desired in this space. Yes, I'm telling you now. I'm xenophobic when it comes to MCU fans. I don't want you here. I don't want you here. This ain't for you. You gonna say something crazy, stupid, disingenuous. It's quite a few other YouTubers gonna say what you want them to say. They got you in mind and everything like that. They gonna speak highly of the Wakanda in the MCU. We ain't got that for that. We ain't got that for you over here. We don't. So if that's what you tuning in for, this not the place for you. If you're an MCU fan and you prefer that version of T'Challa, this ain't the place for you. The borders are closed. You the ops. That's how we view you right now. You can't help us grow. All you can do is spread misinformation within our community. No. You're going to say something stupid. You're going to say something about Njobu. We still don't know who that is. The comic book fans, we rejected Njobu just like we rejected Teachey. We don't know who that is. We're not looking for that. Because, see, we want what other comic book fans get. And just because your behind don't care, don't mean you're going to make us feel like our care and concern is worth nothing. No. You know all of Bruce's stories because they put them out in front of you. It's not our fault that you don't have self-respect for your own. It's not our fault. Over here, the Council of Wakanda, the Rock With Me Nation, the Black Panther fan group, the walls are up. You are excommunicated. You are no longer wanted within our circle. Thus, you can continue to talk about Ryan Coogler. You can. Just keep recast T'Challa out your mouth going forward. You don't need to talk about Chadwick Boseman. You don't need to talk about T'Challa. You don't need to talk about recast T'Challa. You don't need to talk about Wakanda to show your love and consideration for one Ryan Coogler and one Michael B. Jordan. Nor your support, your unwavering support for the MCU. You don't need to mention recast T'Challa for that. Thank you very much. Keep our name out your mouth. Now, when the movie don't do well, because it won't. See, we gave you 1.3 billion. And some of y'all math is real bad, but we told you going into Black Panther 2, we were pissed, and we told you why. Not only did we tell you we were pissed and we told you why, we gave you a plethora of things you could do for us not to be pissed. You chose to double down. You real dreams come true. You're anime fans. Please stop disrespecting comic book fans when I know good and well, based on the work y'all put in to doing your skits, you would lose your ish if somebody ever took a dump on any of them anime characters. Doing videos talking about, oh, no comic book fans allowed in a superhero movie. Well, no, I'm sorry. No anime fans allowed in an anime movie. Keep your happy ass on the outside and do your damn skits over there. See, that's the problem. Y'all young. The subject to be dumb. Definitely inconsiderate. We definitely know who has little to no respect for those that raised them, because you don't take them into consideration before you jump your behind in front of the camera and make dumbass statements. As if we ain't on no platforms when you do them. As if we ain't wiped the ish between your legs when you could barely damn walk, let alone have an opinion about something. Cool. Well, Ryan Coogler is not Generation X. That's not my generation. I ain't got no reason to check for him other than the fact that's a black man. But see, I'm like this. I believe in equal energy. You want me to respect you, you must show respect for me. Now, I give respect freely. I do. But I only give you so many times opportunities to disrespect me. And as a comic book fan, specifically a Black Panther fan, the MCU has went above and beyond to disrespect me and those like me, to the point where we're done. We got you for 500,000 last time. After we issued warnings, you made 1.3. You had Angela Bassett go before the camera and tell people Michael B. Jordan was coming back and that the movie was going to be bigger and better than the last movie, only for Ryan Coogler to delete her character as if that was going to guarantee her an Oscar. No Black Panther comic book fan was good with that. The Queen Mother Ramonda still lives well in the comic books. She does. You'd have liked the thought that the caretaker of the Black Panther franchise would have realized how important of a character she was, as opposed to something just to chase a damn award. It's supposed to be about building culture. Somewhere along the line, he missed that, if he ever gave two damns about it at all. But as somebody who is just as passionate about T'Challa, I'm not the only one, as there are those that are passionate about Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent, Peter Parker. We're not doing that. As I said last night on my brother's live and everything like that, we had Friday Night Vibing. Some people like to accuse Black Panther fans of moving like a cult. Well, if you read the comics, you would know that it is a cult. That's not the slight you want it to be. That's actually a compliment. But you don't know any better because you don't give two damns about the comic books. That's cool. That's fine. Have you learned anything about Wakanda since 2020? Since 2018? Have you, as an MCU fan, if you still here, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to the comic book fans, because see, we embrace the comic book knowledge, we grow the comic book knowledge, and we fill in the gaps in regards to the comic book knowledge. MCU fans, you don't do a damn thing except wait for the next damn movie. So have you learned anything about Wakanda? since its inception in the MCU. And to take that into true consideration, we got to go back to the Iron Man movie, right? You're an MCU fan. Who took Claw's arm? You're an MCU fan. Who deleted T'Chaka? You an MCU fan. What's T'Chaka's brother's name? Is he the older brother or the younger brother? How many siblings does T'Challa have? How many children did T'Chaka have? How many wives did T'Chaka have? Yeah, you can tell me who the first Black Panther was, second Black Panther. Who was the third one? Why you want Shorty this, that, then the third to be the Black Panther? Who was the first female Black Panther? Shorty and her father have both been Black Panthers. Are there any other father-daughter tandems out there that share that same honor? What did you learn in the eyes of Wakanda? What did you learn? You say they taught you about the war dogs? Well, did they teach you anything about Achilles? No. What about Kibisu Ma? You learn anything about him, Telly? Interesting. What about Hunter? Do you even know who Hunter is? Do you know his position in regards to the war dogs? Has the MCU Ryan taught you any of that? You like to tell us as comic book fans if we want comic book stuff, or it's a plethora of comic books over here. Well, I posed the question to Miss Tiffany Star Tiffany. You a Black Panther fan. Where do you go to get your research from? You can't come over here no more. You can't come over here no more because you capping. You burning your candles at both ends. No, ma'am. You either a comic book fan or you're an MCU fan when it comes to Black Panther. You don't get to do both because you're being disingenuous with your misinformation. So no, you stand on over there. So where you finna get your information from? As a matter of fact, for those who are Black Panther MCU fans, what can you do to educate them? Clearly, you don't go through the books. Quite a few of you don't. Well, this video is to let you know going forward, you don't get to come over here no more. You will be rejected from all Black Panther comic book circles going forward. You got one time to say something about the MCU, you will get blocked. Well, Theo, who are you? I told you I'm somebody respected. When we go to converse amongst our own on social media going forward, in regards to anything Black Panther Wakanda related, you got one time to mention Ryan. You got one time to mention the MCU. You will get blocked from the conversation. On all social media platforms, you got one time to introduce anything from the MCU. You're going to get blocked from the conversation. What we're going to do is we're going to wall ourselves off. You love the MCU, then you only need to engage with folks that love the MCU. You will no longer be able to engage Black Panther comic book fans. We're not going to go back and forth with you about what is what. We're not going to explain to you what is what. We're not going to defend with you what is what. No, you can have them conversations with yourself. You can have them conversations with yourself. It ain't for you to explain to us what's going on with Ryan. We don't care. It ain't for you to come to us and defend Kevin Feige and the MCU. We don't care. It ain't for you to come to us and beg us to go to that damn movie. We're not going. Don't ask us for no more opportunities. Don't ask us for no chances. Don't try and explain nothing to us. We don't care. We're giving you similar energy because you don't care about us. We've tried to hear you out. We've tried to give you opportunities. We've tried to give you chances. The thing is, shout out to Kaiser Coach Slevin, you're practicing cognitive dissonance when it comes to anything T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman, Wakanda, which is crazy because you're black. But then that I know why that is. I know why that is. You suffer from Stockholm syndrome and you don't know how to stand up for your own. Meanwhile, me, like I said, they raised me. They raised me. They raised me. It might be a reason why my skin complexion is just this damn light. They raised me. So I practice what they practice when it comes to fandom. I don't look at myself as being an exception to the rule, nor do I look at T'Challa as being an exception to the rule. No, I look at T'Challa no differently than they look at their own damn heroes. And I will protect T'Challa like they will protect their own damn heroes. And if that means I'm in a cult, like I said, if that means I'm in a cult, then you're paying me a compliment because that's what the Black Panther is. It's a cult. If you read the comics, they refer to it as the Black Panther cult quite a few times, which is crazy because you might learn something if you embody the Black Panther cult spirit because it ain't that different from the Black Panther Party. I'm going to keep up with these notes. I came in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. But by and large, what I wanted to get out there, articulate, reinforce is that you as an MCU fan are no longer wanted in our circle. We will no longer engage you. We will no longer tolerate you. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But you don't get to come over here and preach because you don't know enough, nor do you care enough. So, and we don't care who you are. I'm going to say that one more time. We don't care who you are. They wouldn't care who you were in Wakanda. What did they, since people like to mention Mosi, when Mosi was deleted, what did the Wakandans tell the Avengers? What they tell them? You got our protector deleted. What can we do for you? Nothing. Forget we exist. Go away. Do not come back. We were already Black Panther fans before the MCU introduced T'Challa. Thus, we were already Wakandans. We were already vetted. We were already sharing stories with one another. The only thing Black Panther did as a movie with the onset of social media was allow us to find one another. We were no longer isolated to where we were. Now we can find Black Panther fans across the world. Those who cared about that character, those characters, that fictional nation, no differently than we do. And we connected. We connected based on the stories. If you're an MCU fan, you don't give two damns about the trash John Ridley wrote. If you are a Black Panther comic book fan, you don't want John Ridley nowhere near anything Black Panther related. You, to a degree, don't even want him around a black superhero. Lord have mercy, you don't. Because you look at that trash that he wrote, and you know it was nothing, and you question him as a black man, how he could write a black character intentionally like that. If you're an MCU fan, you subject to not know, damn sure subject to not care. Mind you, as Black Panther comic book fans, we no longer care if you care or not. We do not. Ryan Coogler up when he said Tosin was Haitian. We got a Haitian superhero. That Ryan Coogler, and I'm glad he ain't bought him the screen because Ryan Coogler would F up Brother Voodoo. He would. So we glad he ain't doing that. But unable to keep the main thing. We can't get the very first T'Challa story told right before we want to start telling our own damn story. Well, that's not Ryan's job. That's not Ryan's story to tell. That's Ryan's story to retell. That's Ryan's story to bring to the audiences, no differently than they brought us Clark's story to the point where you know his origin story in your sleep. No differently than they brought us Bruce's origin story to the point where, as a Black person, it's pathetic, it's sad, it's belittling, it's demeaning, it's embarrassing. You know his origin story way better than you know T'Challa's, but you keep wanting every damn thing else but the source. It's because you really don't have the value in yourself that you claim you do. It's because, to a degree, you still see value in somebody else's imagery than you do your damn own. It really is just that damn simple. You don't want it to be. You're going to say it's something else. But no, on no level whatsoever do you see yourself the way they see themselves. You won't even stand up and fight for you. You would rather tuck your tail and delete you in the name of, oh, we bringing everybody else. Well, you know what? If you were a true Chadwick Boseman fan, you would be able to get all the stories of all the Black Panthers at the same damn time, as opposed to saying to yourself out loud for other Black folks to hear, one gotta die for the other one to come up. You sound stupid. You definitely don't sound like a comic book fan, because there's been more than one occasion when more than one Black Panther has been around. Black Panther comic book fans know that, though. Black Panther MCU fans, subject to not know and not give two damns. That's why you're no longer wanted over here. That's why you're no longer wanted in discourse. That's why we're no longer going to entertain you. And that's what that is. So when you do your lives going forward, you won't have anybody credible that's a Black Panther fan, whether that's an actor, actress, rapper, singer, politician, whatever. You won't have one on your panel. You won't. Your panel will agree with the bullshit. That's what it is. That's why you won't ever have a real Black Panther fan on your panel, because you ain't educated enough to deal with that one Black Panther fan. That's why you have no problems interviewing people that rep the MCU, because a Black Panther fan would give you your ass handed to you. And you don't want that, because you want to deal with the MCU. That's fine. You can. Can't come to Wakanda no more, though. So, Ryan, go ahead and make Black Panther 3. We got you for $500,000 last time, right? You came in at $800,000. You want to push the chips all in. Gonna look real, real bad, considering you got the hype machine behind you right now. How much you think you're gonna make on Black Panther 3? Do the math. Because you got to come out bigger and stronger for Black Panther 3 than you did for Black Panther 2. And let you tell it, y'all did that in regards to Black Panther 1. And when it came down to inflation and everything, you took a $500,000 L. What you think you finna do this time? You finna give me 2 more years. You finna get a Rock With Me Nation 2 more years. You finna give me and my brother 2 more years. You finna get a Council of Wakanda, the Black Panther fan group, 2 more years to stand 10 toes down for everything Black Panther and isolate all of y'all from the MCU. That's the other thing. Isolate. See, you've been able to interact with us since Black Panther showed up in the MCU. Oh no, we won't do that going forward. And since you don't read comics and the comic book company ain't pressed to put out comics, where you gonna go to get your Black Panther knowledge from? It ain't gonna be Karama Horn, because I doubt Miss Tiffany Star knows a damn thing about Karama Horn, has even given Karama Horn her flowers. It ain't gonna be Sherilyn Eaton. It ain't gonna be Dr. Eve Ewing. It's not. It's not. Where you gonna go get your information from? It ain't gonna be Comics Explained. He don't even F with Black people like that. Where you going? Yeah, Rob don't do it like that. Ernie got a whole bunch of other stuff he doing. Where you finna go to go get your information from? I'm waiting on this one. Comic book historian? No. No. And Marvel don't give two damns about T'Challa like that. And let's be clear, if you're an MCU fan, you still ain't got T'Challa's origin story yet. I know who know it. But you too damn arrogant to come over here because you don't like to read. You too damn arrogant to even F with us because we're below your level. Meanwhile, we got the comic book reviews giving you all the Black Panther information right there. But you know what I'm finna do? After I get off this damn video, I'm gonna lock it all up behind the private wall. Oh, you're gonna have to be a member to watch it. You gonna no, I'll warden off every damn thing. If you don't give two damns about the comic books, why should I make it available to you? You're not going to do a damn thing with it. So after this video, when it comes to everything Black Panther related, you will have to be a member. In essence, you will have to be a Wakandan. You don't give two damns about T'Challa. You don't give two damns about Wakanda. Let Kevin teach you. You don't give two damns about 60 years worth of content. Let Ryan teach you. Let CB Sobolski teach you. Yeah. We done over here. We done. And here's why we're able to say we're done. Because we got Wakanda at the house. We live in Wakanda. Y'all didn't see my cat? Y'all didn't see my little kid? She black. Pure black. Okay. My wife is working. My wife is working on a heart-shaped herb right now for those of us that's down with Black Panther Wakanda. Oh no, it won't be available for no damn body else. You don't get that. You don't deserve it. That's what happens when you get excommunicated. We kick your ass out. You don't get to come back. We don't share nothing with you. We don't share no action figure information with you. We don't share no merch information with you. We don't share no comic book information with you. We lock it all down. You got to go someplace else. And since we know damn good and well, it ain't that many that care, no, like we do. It's quite a few LARPers out there. Quite a few LARPers out there. But yeah, you're going to be all right. I'm going to keep up with these notes. I'm going about my business. What's going on? Anansi the Spider, what's going on? Afro, my brother from across the water. Kimoyo King, president of the Black Panther fan group. Yes, Lord, Linda Carter. Yes, I done had enough. That whole thing about, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad you asked me a question, you know what I'm saying? Because, when we think about where it come from and everything, hold on, I got to put my glasses on. You know what I'm saying? When you think about where it come from, you know what I'm saying? We all know where, where it come from in regards to, Haiti and everything. Like, see, I don't be wanting to do that because I don't want to make it personal. I don't want to make it personal, but like, I feel when somebody else said, I'm finding it real, real hard not to dislike him. I'm trying. But see, it's deliberate at this point. It's already been, it was deliberate in the first Black Panther movie. You use black, okay, I'm gonna go ahead, because we talking amongst our own cool. I don't care because this is my video. He did this to set himself up. He sold out, and you see the benefits of it. Yeah, somebody said I could call it conspiratorial. I'm calling it for what it is. He took a huge dump on the King of Wakanda, and accolades been coming his way ever damn since. You do the math. He tricked out black men in front of God and country, and he's been receiving accolades since then. You do the math. There was no reason for Delroy Lindo and Michael B. Jordan to be over there in England, but they just so happened to be over there and got called out their damn name. He was the one that got the award over there in England. You do the math. You do the math. Folks like talking about Illuminatis and conspiracies all day, every day, twice on Sunday, and they never sit back and just look. Just sit back and just look. Who has it been? It's been him and MJ. The dude that was supposed to be him told you folks turned their back on him. Soon as it went down, and You ain't seen Jonathan Majors nowhere around them. They don't even talk about that dude. Why we talk about, and this is what crazy to me. We like to joke and laugh about what yes, Amazing Lucas, I'm talking about you. We like to joke and laugh about what Jonathan Majors going through, but where were his friends to keep him afloat? Weren't they showing up on award shows together, him and Mike? What happened? We like joking and teasing one another about nonsense, but we don't know how to keep it a buck. No, Jonathan shouldn't have had to go nowhere. No, not when Ryan's sitting right there. What about 50 Cent? Yeah, you want to talk about a conspiracy? You want to talk about an Illuminati? Well, I look at how stuff happened. I look at how it played out. Anybody got to tell me nothing. I just got to sit there and look. We doing the X-Files and everything like that. That's my dog. That's my right-hand man, 50 grand. Okay, I got a question for you. When am I going to bring his play that's over there in Europe from Europe over here? I ain't even talked about it. I've been doing all these videos and everything like that, talking about what's going on with Toussaint. Crazy how I ain't talked about that. No, if I want to know what's going on with his wife, and I want to know what's going on with his play, I either got to get it from a member of the Rock With Me Nation, or I got to get it from the press. I ain't getting it from those who built their career up or elevated their career up off of him actually doing the first movie. So good looking on that. The Black Panther 2018 movie was phenomenal. Yeah, it was. We showed up and showed out. But yeah, you right. I done had enough Afro. Hey, that grandmadam, my spiritual advisors in the building. Y'all show some love. That second movie was never going to be bigger and better than the first movie without Chadwick. You know what? I'm not going to say that. I think the first movie wasn't bigger than the first movie. The second movie wasn't bigger than the first movie because there were enough people that saw through the BS. Enough people that already, and see, that's the thing. We don't want to give critical thinking people enough credit for. We aren't just Black Panther fans. We're fans of superheroes, science fiction, action in general. What Kevin said was trash when you think about Christopher Reeve and Paul Walker. It was trash. It was disingenuous. And those of us who weren't stupid, who weren't just wanting to cozy up next to Marvel, we saw it for what it was. He didn't even make it 12 months before he just brought in Harrison Ford. And nobody Black, credible in the entertainment industry said a damn thing. They just let it went down. They didn't say nothing regardless of who it was. It was like, this ain't inconsistent in regards to what happened with Chadwick Boseman. Y'all might want to take a look at this. No, they told you to go enjoy the damn movie, regardless of who they were. Regardless of who they were. That was trash. Nobody Black said, see, you can get Tiffany Star to say something about a damn recast. Oh, get over it. She ain't say nothing about that. That's a Black woman looking at an issue that wasn't handled consistently, and she don't say nothing. Know why? Because she wants to be the Hollywood glam girl. She wants everybody to get in on Hollywood and everything like that. The only way I can get in is if I either say something controversial or tell you to kiss Hollywood's ass. Damn, Queen, when we gonna stand up for us? I miss Jet Magazine. When we gonna stand up for us? Cause godly, I don't know what that is. We just keep telling one another to bend over and take it. And tell folks the ones that won't bend over and take it are the ones causing the problem. It's crazy. Keep up with you know. Let me keep up. Let me keep up. But yeah, Theo done. Do MCU fans even read? The question is, do they care to read? And I believe that answer is no, because they want you to feel irrelevant for reading. That's, you know what that's like? This is what I'm going to say, Black MCU fans, because this is what I'm really pissed at. That's them saying, why you act like you so smart? You mad at me for getting A's in class? You can get the same damn A's if you was to study. So you want me to feel bad for getting A's in class because you getting C's and D's? That's your damn fault. You want me to lower my expectations because you ain't got no damn expectation. Boy, stop the madness. Stop that. And to see young adults say that, I'd be like, ooh, we in trouble. To see young Black adults say that, I'm like, oh, Lord Jesus, have mercy, damn. So just be popular. F being intelligent. Okay. All right. All right. I really don't think they know how to read, all jokes aside. Hey, that joke still hit, don't it? The joke that they told us, which moved us to go read when we was kids. You know, they say if you want to hide something from a Black person, put it in the book. Stop telling folks y'all Chadwick Boseman fans. 3 roles he wouldn't take. Y'all love bragging about talking about y'all don't read. Well, it was 3 roles. How about you keep bragging about the fact you don't like driving and you don't know how to swim? 3 roles my dog wouldn't take. The one where he couldn't read, the one where he couldn't drive, and the one where he couldn't swim. All Black stereotypes. And y'all proving one of them to be right, capping for the fact, oh, you ain't got to read comic books to be no Black nerd should ever say that. You should never say it. You should never support it. You should never share it. Because that stereotype about you not knowing how to read, being basically too damn lazy to pick up a book, that stereotype has been applied to us since before many of your mama and daddy met. And here you are in your 20s and 30s proving that stereotype to still be relevant. That's crazy. That's crazy. But hey, y'all know what y'all doing. I hate those cosplayers. And Kimoyo, that's what they get to do going forward. They get to cosplay. Imagine us going forward as an entity, as Black Panther fans. We on social media. We talking amongst ourselves. Somebody that's clearly an MCU fan jump in, and you just block them. No discourse exchanged. Soon as they show up, you remember, here we go. We gonna do them. We gonna do them like, stay with me now. We gonna do them like Azuri did the Germans when they pulled up in Wakanda. Kimoyo like that. You remember when the Germans pulled up in Wakanda? Azuri ain't have no conversation. No conversation exchanged, no conversation needed. No, you done right there. That's how we gonna move going forward. I don't care where we at. If we talking about Black Panther anywhere, Wakanda anywhere, and an MCU fan come out of left field say it's anything MCU related, we just gonna block them. We ain't gonna go back and forth. We ain't gonna get into no argument. You just kick their ass right on about the conversation. This off limits to you. This is a comic book. This is a Black Panther comic book conversation. Our borders are closed, and we're very, very xenophobic. Yes, not only are we xenophobic, yes, we move in a cult-like manner. Do you know why we move in a cult-like manner? It's because according to the comic books, it's a Black Panther cult. So you're not telling us we're doing something bad. You're actually paying us a compliment. So yes, we move as a cult. We're xenophobic. You're not a comic book fan. We don't like non-comic book fans. We don't like you. Let me see. Kimoyo say he hate the cosplaying Black Panther fan. Afro says, unfortunately, you may be right. When I see the question they ask, also they're spelling on social media. It's so disappointing. Listen, I'm telling you, peace of mind. See, this is how we uplift our culture, our Wakanda. We got stuff to do. See, they don't care about what we got going on over here. Afro, we doing action figures. We got folks like Mr. Ray Smith doing customizing and everything like that. We got folks trying to come up with storylines. They don't care. They don't care. And we low-key know some of the conversations we be having. We know the writers be listening in and everything like that. But like what they say? Yeah, they say he ain't been using his shadow physics. We're gonna need to bring that back. Say less. They also say he ain't been teleporting. Shout out to Jonathan Hick. Yeah, he ain't been teleporting either. And they know he can teleport. So we're gonna have to do something with that. Once again, shout. Yeah, we going, but them, no. No, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. That and we gonna let them know. You an MCU fan? Yeah, block. Block. Afro said, let me see. We were foolish to believe people who enjoyed the movies would respect the source material. And that's the most disappointing part about it. I think they don't, the young whippersnappers, if you will, I don't think they appreciate or truly understand how disappointing that is. See, as a father, a black father, you always long to be able to have that conversation with your son that somebody else has been having with their children since the 40s, 50s, 60s. This was your opportunity. This was your opportunity. And they know it. I don't want folks that think they don't know it. No, Kevin is aware of the fact he blew that. The folks that like to use DEI and woke all the time in the wrong manner, they know what Marvel did, Ryan did, Marvel Studios did was they disenfranchised the black male for no reason. Even folks whose names I don't want to mention or used to mention, Valiant Renegade, I say Valiant Renegade, they know what Marvel had when it came to the first Black Panther movie. You now have someone that brings in that black male, that black son, no differently than other characters have brought in the white male, the white son. And when you decided to kill that character, you disenfranchised a demographic that had been longing for their very own for ages. That's folks that don't give two damns about us saying that and acknowledge it. You like to think that so-called black people that like to come up off of us, come up on their very own, we'd be like, damn. Let me think about that for a second. But you got these young black folks, Shine, Young Ripper. I call them young because if I got you by 20, 19 years, you're a jit. If you acting like that. Age don't mean it, but damn, if you showing your age, you showing your age. You got so many jits out there that act like that relationship between father and son is irrelevant. I would never say anything about that in regards to women and their daughters. Hell, y'all have seen my wife read Karama Horn's Protectors of Wakanda. My daughter was just in the room. So I know the significance of that relationship. You got too many of us saying the relationship between a black man and a black son ain't worth a damn. And that's what it boils down to. And no, this ain't the same thing as Toussaint, because if you really wanted that relationship between Toussaint and his daddy, one, you wouldn't have killed off his daddy. Two, you wouldn't have had him born out of wedlock. Three, you wouldn't have had him born in a foreign country. But those were all conscious decisions of a writer, no differently than the writers over at Country Wayne, being left to his own merit. And instead of choosing to bring us together, he consciously chose to further a divide for his own selfish wants and desires. And that's exactly what that was. That's exactly what that was. You got to tell me, explain it to me like I'm in the third grade, how left to your own, Chadwick Boseman has passed. You should know the character of T'Challa. Not only do you write T'Challa having a child who's never had a child in the comics, For like say alternate timeline reality, 616. Not only is he not married in the comics, he don't have a child in the comics, but the integrity of that man, you never seen him in the comics in any of them damn BS alternate realities where a child was born out of wedlock. Ryan is the facilitator of Colonization 101. Folks don't want to say that. You like it. You like him. You love him. He did Sinners. He is the progenitor of colonization when it comes to all things Black and superheroic. I said what I said. I meant what I meant. You don't like it, as my brother Dara would say, don't argue with me. Go argue with your mama. So, Miss May Kent is in the building. One of our doors is in the building. What's going on? What is going on? Appreciate everybody showing the love. Ryan been trying to yell. RC sure has been receiving accolades for everything he's done since Black Panther 2. It is a pattern. I've been wondering why the awards for mediocre work. Grand Madam, what did I tell you like 2-3 years ago when me and you was talking? I said, I like to just sit back and look. This is what I looked at. I'm going to tell you what I looked at. I got Derek Bozeman's video sitting out there on December 8th. I don't add everything up. I just sit it over there. They're more comfortable with us being victims than they are with us being heroes. He said that right before the end of the video, which I always wonder. I can say more, but it's going to sound kind of conspiratorial. Okay. Well, I remember Gabbo from Gab. Gabbo hit up E-Man, and he sent me the clip. DM me. E-Man said, I don't want to get caught up in conspiracies. Yeah, I'm telling the truth to shame the devil, because we in Wakanda, right? Right. Borders closed because they don't give two damns. Right. So we over here. So I'm like, okay. You more comfortable seeing us as victims in the street as opposed to heroes. I could tell you more, but it's going to sound conspiratorial. Now, mind you, what Gabbo said was talk about the Urban Faith video. That's what he told E-Man. Talk about the Urban Faith video. Push the Urban Faith video. That's what he was saying. I don't want to get caught up in anything that's conspiratorial. That was E-Man's response. Okay. We're going to delete the character. I'm sorry. Like I said, I turn 58 next month, God willing. And I didn't see actors pass away and roles get recast. I didn't see actors not pass away and roles get recast. Hell, here we go. As much as folks talk about the tremendous work that Wesley Snipes did as Blade, we don't remember Sticky Fingers playing Blade. Did we forget that? Wesley Snipes good to go. Oh, Sticky Fingers. And I don't think Sticky Fingers, I'm not going to say Sticky Fingers did a bad job, but I damn sure don't think that was Wesley Snipes. So we're used to seeing roles get recast right here. And I'm still bewildered as the amount of Black people that got stuck on stupid. I'm going to say it one more time. I am bewildered, befuddled, confused at a nation of Black people being stuck on stupid. Black folks that go to movies, Black folks that talk about how actors that don't look like them are their favorite actors, Black folks that be boo-hoo crying when actors that don't look like them then passed away. How many Black folks got in their feeling when somebody said, did y'all know that Chuck Norris was racist? So you got Black folks up on all the media knowledge. They not ignorant. They didn't seen recast. You got Black folks that were watching what Spartan or whatever that damn show was. I didn't watch it. You got Black folks watching Lord of the Rings. You got Black folks watching Harry Potter. So they know what a recast look like. They didn't experience a recast. And them same Black folks that have experienced recast ain't never fixed their mouth to say not one damn thing. ain't never went to social media to express their opinion about, oh, I didn't want to recast. Not one. Only thing I heard from black folks was we didn't like the special effects. But that was a constant theme, though. Ain't nobody say how they sent Brian O'Connor home was wrong. I don't like the special effects. Left to our own devices, it's almost like we don't know how to choose happiness. And that's crazy to me. When I look at the Country Wayne videos, I keep throwing like, God, bro, you a whole comedian. You just had a special on Amazon. How do you be a comedian and all of your skits are drama filled? How do you have the #1 black superhero and you treat him like trash? How do you have the #1 black superhero IP and you discard him for a reason nobody here has ever thought to discard their own? Ain't Clark Kent still running around? If what so many of us got to say is right, then we should be looking at either Jonathan Kent or the other child. We shouldn't be looking at Clark, because if I'm not mistaken, Christopher Reeve passed away. There was no Superman on the big screen. If what we're saying is right, what Kevin Feige is saying is right, then there should be no James Gunn shouldn't be giving us no Clark Kent Superman movie. But how many of us went to go see it? And we will keep using that logic to make sure we don't ever get what we want. Well, we got it over here. You ain't welcome either. Shaka Hopper in the building. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Shaka Hopper? If T'Challa wasn't in it, who was clocking it? Marvel spent $491 million and only got back around for it. They didn't even break even. Nope. Miss May Kent says Marvel Studios allowing Nate Moore to come back to produce Black Panther 3. That told me a lot right there. He got it. Being proudly stupid is subtly a flex. House where, yep. Well, you know, heads on pikes is my preference. That's how we got it. Miss May Kent, oh no, not Nate. When mixed race folks try to handle Afro-American Southern, they miss so much that the rest of us expect to see. I don't even like saying that, Grand Madam Tara, because I like to think they'd be able to lock in. But you know what? Because I give people the benefit of the doubt, but I'm only going to give you the benefit of the doubt up to so much. Salute to the squad. What's going on now? Tell them. Miss May Kent said T'Challa has 60 years history in comics and has a lot of stories that can be told on screen as well as TV series. Marvel Studios is lazy. Absolutely. Changing the standards from all my Panther related reels to friends only on yeah, I'm dead ass about that one. I'm dead ass about that one. There's a reason why folks actually know how to speak Klingon. There's a reason why folks know how to speak Klingon. That's not a real language. It's because the fan base was passionate. The Star Trek fan base. And it ain't just about the Klingonese. If you can speak Klingonese, what else are you doing in regards to building up, keeping up that Star Trek brand, that Star Trek fandom? You're doing a lot. We got lazy mofos over here that, well, I'm not going to say lazy mofos because that's not right. We got folks that don't want to do anything except come over here and take, and tear down. We can't even get to the Xhosa. We can't even get to the Swahili. We can't even get to the, let's help one another. Make sure we all got our Wakanda, because they don't give two damns about having Wakanda in the house. They just want Kevin's version of Wakanda. Ryan, they ain't even trying to build up their own Wakanda in the house. That requires too much. That requires too much. So hell yeah, Kimoyo. Hell yeah, I'm locking down every damn thing. No. You better be a member. I'm gonna do you like this. I put out some Black Panther content. You got 48 hours. After that, I'm locking it down. It'll be members only content. I only want to interact with folks to actually give a damn. And let me say it like this. We've known how to do this. I'm Gen X. We've known how to do this way before there was a damn MCU. We were the kids linking up, doing breaks between classes, recess, lunch, after school. We was linking up then to talk about our favorite superhero. We never needed the movie. It would have been nice, but we never needed it to talk about Luke Cage, to talk about Sam Wilson, to talk about T'Challa, to talk about Misty Knight. No, we didn't need that. So we're accustomed. We're the ones that grew up knowing how to listen to the damn radio before music videos came along. Thus, we don't need to visually be stimulated for us to see it. Oh no, we like our imagination. So Ryan, you got it. Miss Tiffany Starling, you got it. Shine, y'all got it. Marvel Studios, y'all got it. To everybody out there, E-Man, congratulations. Y'all got it. Ernie, Blur Without Fear, y'all got it, dog. Like on every damn thing. Y'all got it. I wish y'all the best. I do. Don't come back over here. E-Man, you don't even need to mention recast T'Challa no more. The Black Panther comic book fans no longer care. We appreciate it, but no, thank you. We're tired. You feel free to do all the videos you want to do in support of the MCU and everything like that. Let's not mention T'Challa's name anymore. Respectfully so. Let's just move forward with what the MCU is going to give you, amen? Because you've always been torn between two lovers. Well, as a representative for T'Challa, I'm saying you don't have to be warned. You don't have to worry about being torn anymore. You right on over there. Same thing with all y'all. That's what you want. That's what you got. God bless. Jamel Hill, God bless you. Anthony Mackie, I'm rooting for you in your next movie. I am, because I believe you got the action hero thing in and everything like that, but I can't do nothing for you over here no more because you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. So yeah, locking it down. Kugler better stay far away from Jon Stewart. Listen. Some black folks are compliant, are comfortable with compliant. Yeah. Machiavelli Media. Thank you, Kimoyo. Thank you. Because I was gonna forget. My brother Gabbo from Machiavelli Media. Yeah, he hit him up. And man, he hit up email a while. I mean, I gotta give my brother credit. He brought me into this. He was like, hey man, I see you love T'Challa. Can you speak on this? Everybody got a lane to fill. I got to give him all the credit in the world. He came and got me. I see what you got going on. I can't do it. I'm busy doing this, but I see you got the love for T'Challa. Can you speak on this? Will you speak on this? Yeah. I've been speaking on it ever since. And it's worth it. If you take care of the anthill, you ain't ever got to worry about turning into a molehill. Too many of us don't like saying or doing anything until it's a molehill. I'm not like that. I'm not doing that. So yeah. So in regards, just to keep our peace of mind, the Rock With Me Nation, Council of Wakanda, Black Panther fan group, we still gonna continue to move like we move in regards to making sure we stay in the know in regards to Black Panther knowledge, Black Panther information. We're gonna make sure whatever we got, we can get to everybody else that's a Black Panther fan. But for those who aren't Black Panther fans, those who like to be little Black Panther fans, you ain't got to worry about coming back over here. You ain't. We're gonna lock it down. So it'll be about 48 hours after we post something Black Panther related. It'll be members only. That nation, the Black Panther Nation ain't that big. The Nation of Wakanda ain't that big, but they are loyal. See, that nation ain't that big, but they are loyal to one another. So if that means numbers slow down because I'm not willing to share that information with everybody else because I got some principles that I'm standing behind, oh well. Oh well. It ain't just about the numbers for me. It's about the integrity of the character and the actor. That's the other shame of it all. Folks doing stuff like this, looking for their own individuality, but to say they fans of the actor. No, you just like saying you're a fan of the actor. If you were actually a fan of the actor, it wouldn't be about eventuality, about individuality. It'd be about the people. It would be. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. I'm out. Before I go, have y'all checked out Dark City Comics? Epic. Earth's Protecting Crisis. Did y'all see the splash page? Y'all see my dog with the energy radiating off of him and everything like that, overlooking Earth? It gave me some Superman vibes and everything like that. And he got the two big pew-pews. He got the locks and the face. Did y'all see that? See, that's what I was looking at. That's what I was looking at. And mind you, I said he sent me 11 pages. 2 of them were covered, so I only got 9 pages. So, I'm looking. Y'all need to go check that out. Kickstarter already funded. But Dark City Comics, epic. Definitely got me wanting more, especially since I ain't getting it. You see what I'm saying? You see how I did that? I ain't getting it over here. Right. I'm out. Let me see. Damn. I agree. I got to get my membership. Hey, man. I'm going to see if it allow me to just lock it between subscribers and members, but I'm damn sure finna lock it down to the point where, oh no, you just can't be no random. No, I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that because Ryan telling his own damn story. That's the other effed up part about it. He's getting further and further away from Black Panther lore to the point that ain't even Black Panther Wakanda, nothing. You doing your own damn stuff. You would have liked, as a Black Panther fan, to be able to have conversations with the MCU fan. You can't even do that because this dude don't give 2 damns about the source. The dude, the baseball cap, ain't trying to bring anybody on that know the damn source. So between a dude that don't care and ain't trying to learn it, a dude that don't care and ain't trying to teach him, Black Panther fans get further and further divided, and they're the only, watch where I go with this one, they're the only superhero fan base that's ever happened to since I've been fucking living. Those of us that's old enough, those damn Captain America movies we watched back in the day, the origin story really ain't that damn off from what we got in the MCU. They updated it a little bit. It's the same damn origin story. Same damn origin story with Lou Ferrigno's Incredible Hulk. It's the same damn origin story. Same damn origin story with the Fantastic Four. Same damn origin story. They updated a little bit. It's the same damn origin story with Bruce. Same damn origin story with Peter. Same damn origin story with Clark. Think about that for a second. It's the same damn origin story. We get here, and how long T'Challa been around? And them folks that call themselves Black Panther fans, that's black, can't even tell you T'Challa's origin story. And Ryan ain't pressed. That ain't even damn Shooty's origin story. Let's stay right there. Stay right there. That ain't even damn Shooty's origin story. Ryan gave him trash. So now they'll say, oh, I know Shooty's origin story. Really? How so? They finna bring in Dr. Doom. And you got brothers and sisters clapping at the bit. Damn it, you ain't gonna tell your fan base about Shooty putting hands on that dude. You ain't gonna tell your fan base it was Shooty telling that dude, if you step your foot in Wakanda one more damn time, we gonna do you. You ain't telling folks that when Doom made a play for Wakanda, that Shooty and T'Challa popped in with Nightcrawler and Shooty on somebody's neck just like that. That's the shame of it all. You got folks over there that call themselves Shooty fans, don't give 2 damns about Shooty. Mind you, we're the ones who could tell them. But because you don't give 2 damns, we're going to keep our Shooty knowledge to ourselves. All that Shooty energy that I just gave, because ain't now one of them dropped no shooting knowledge yet. We're gonna keep it to ourselves. Damn, I should have took a nap. Rock with me, Nathan. So yeah, that right there. I'm gonna keep that too. I love the Rock With Me Nation. I love the Black Panther fan group. I love the Council of Wakanda. No, you don't care, we don't care. That's how I do that. So I just want to do this video for this right here. The walls are closed. Just like they closed the walls when the Avengers 1 million BC got Mosi deleted. The MCU got T'Challa deleted. Well, we don't want you over here no more. We don't want you over here no more. We don't want you, your avatars, your representatives, nothing. No, we not coming to Black Panther 3. No, we not coming to Avengers, nothing. We not. Because you've been and here's why. You've been effing over our favorite character since Avengers Age of Ultron. Let me say that one more time. So those of us that ain't rocking with them no more, understand why. They've been effing over our favorite character since Avengers Age of Ultron. Now, those that are black who were in the social media sphere then, if they didn't say nothing, then they were complicit. But ever since I've been on it, what did I say? That was T'Challa's job. That was not Ultron's job to take Claw. We ain't doing that. We ain't effing up nobody else's origin story. Why we effing up his? Well, think about, because I just came on the scene when? 2020? When Avengers Age of Ultron come out? I want you to think about those influencers you was kicking the bobo with back then, that before I came around, that's black, that didn't open up their damn mouth. Just told you to go enjoy it. They ain't Paul. No, that was T'Challa's job. I want you to think about them cats, each and every last one of them. Think about every damn influencer, every damn social media person, every YouTube person that's been glazing you over to run behind the MCU ever since Avengers Age of Ultron, and you say you a Black Panther fan. I want you to think about it. I want you to think about how they didn't say nothing, how they ain't been saying nothing. And I want you to think about who been throwing flags on the play since you started rocking with them. And that's why I said what I said. I'm here. I see it. No. No. What's going on, Anansi? No. So I'm out. The walls are closed. The barriers are closed. No more getting into the barrier. No more running to us that help get your numbers up and everything like that. No more trying to get Black Panther fans riled up so you can get you access to some of this blackness so you can get your numbers up. And no. Just like you ain't got no more access, that folks ain't got no access to vibranium, you ain't got no more access to this over here. We ain't supporting nothing. We ain't. So don't ask us. You see us on social media, don't ask us. We're not going. You need to know why. Just tell folks. Them Wakandas over there, they don't fool with us. That's what you can tell them. You can tell them Wakandas over there, they don't fool with us. And to be clear, make sure you tell them we're comic book Wakandans. Them comic book, that's the Panther coat. There you go, right there. The Panther coat. That's the Panther coat, and they move just like that. That's what you tell them going forward. That's who we are going forward. We're the Panther coat. Yeah, that's us going forward. We moving just like that. We don't like everybody. We don't smile because we're not friendly. What's going on, Big Jermaine New? Damn, they really have been doing Black Panther Wakanda since Age of Ultron. You know it. You know it. You sat up there just like this. You was watching Age of Ultron. This is what you did, because I did it. You sitting up there watching the movie. You see Claw, you see Ultron, and you try to figure out why them two having a conversation. Because you looking like your Wakandan senses are going off, but you really not understanding why. And then Ultron just take his arm. You know what you did? You did like this. You looked around to see was there gonna be an expression from somebody else. You was looking for that knowing look. You was looking around hoping that somebody caught what you just caught. You like, I know damn good and well. But you looked around and ain't nobody catch it. You know why? Because you was in a theater full of movie fans. The comic book fan would have, y'all have turned and looked just, y'all have looked at each other, gaze would have met and everything like that. Y'all have been like, that's some bullshit. No, not only didn't nobody call it out, who said something over there at the MCU? Nobody. Okay, well, you a Black Panther comic book fan. How did T'Chaka die? Because I know Bruce always over there in Crime Alley, ain't he? Ain't Bruce over there always in Crime Alley? Always. Who over there with him? His mom and daddy? Whether we talking animation or live action, whether we talking big screen or small screen, don't that scene always play out the same damn way? Whether we know the dude name is Joe Chill or don't know his damn name, ain't they still somebody in that alleyway with a pew-pew? Ain't Peter still getting bit by a damn spider? Live action, animation, anime, big screen, small screen. Hell, I go all the way back to Nicholas Hammond back in the damn day. When I was in elementary school, he got bit by a damn radioactive spider. You got so-called grown-ass men and women that can't, black men and women, that can't wait to profit off one another, don't even know T'Challa's origin story, but will tell you his story ain't relevant. Damn this thing. Claw should have been the main villain of the first movie for real. At the very least, should have been in there. It should have been Eric. Which, by the way, I'm gonna say this to MCU fans. I know y'all love Michael B. Jordan. I do. I'm gonna help y'all out. When it comes to Eric Killmonger as a arch nemesis of T'Challa, his story has never made sense. Oh yeah, we tolerate it because that's what it is. But it would be real easy right now for somebody to write Eric's character coming back, going forward, being an ally of T'Challa. We see how easy Brian Hill did it. It's because Brian Hill, who also wrote Eric's retcon, the story don't make sense. I don't care how you try and write it. It makes no sense for what transpired to Eric as a kid for him to be mad at T'Challa. He's supposed to be mad at Claw. He's supposed to be mad at the Kingpin. That's my alarm. He's supposed to be 38 hot with them. He's supposed to be, but T'Challa, no. Keeping up. Him losing his arm that Ultron took away from that, it did. Ronnie, don't feel bad about that. I don't even know about the Black Panther comics until I discovered this group. Hey, that's showing love. That's how we grow the nation. That's how we grow. Yeah, don't feel bad. Ronnie said, I have to be honest, I didn't realize when I was watching Agent Ultra how dirty they did our favorite character in that movie at the time. I wasn't reading the comic. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. You would like to think that the movies would have given you that knowledge. They never have. You would like to think that those of us that work for the movie would want to give you that. We never have. So it ain't your fault. Kimoyo said my wife had to shush me in the theater because I yelled, that ain't I can see you doing that too. I said, the fuck? Hey. Boy, I was like this. I was like, what? Ain't nobody looking for the brother to be in the movie theater knowing what the hell going on. So when I look and guess I'm the only one in here in the movie theater read comics. Anyway, it never made sense when Jakarta's story was right there. Right there. But mind you, Jermaine, MCU fans don't care about Jakar at all. What's crazy, they had Claw lose his arm just for Iron Man to have a vibranium. Yep, that's what it was. I'd love to see Michael B. Jordan and Killmonger come back and ally to T'Challa. Grandmam, that's the story. If somebody was to really get into it, and I think I've said this before, Eric's issue should be with Claw, who's indirectly responsible for his parents being deleted, and Kingpin, who put out a hit on it. All T'Challa has ever tried to do is befriend him. And if we think about the fact that Eric is Wakandan, well, T'Challa didn't close the borders to him. He welcomed the dude back to Wakanda. They had Eric stab him in it. No, that's not how that's going. The dude whose parents were deleted because Claw was still in vibranium, just for Claw to take him on as a mentee, to low-key ship him off the Kingpin, where he would become an assassin, for the Kingpin to then turn around and send 2 of his own assassins after Eric. Eric really got time to be mad at T'Challa, who ain't done a damn thing to him. That story never made sense. I give Brian Hill all the credit in the world for trying to retcon that story into making sense. It don't make sense. I get it. We want T'Challa to have his own arch nemesis. Okay. Akibe. Okay. Mephisto. If we want him to have his own Selena Kyle, well, damn. And see, you see how I'm giving credit to Christopher Priest? The Daily Nightshade sat right there. We could have spent the block. They didn't want to use her. Malice was back there. Whole Afro, which we ain't seen since then. We ain't seen since then. We don't, Eric, okay, well, Don McGregor gave us, I'm trying to make sure I get this, Baron Macabre, right? King Cadaver. I mean, any one of them, it could have been like, all we need is a story to be written. And when nobody really looking at the Penguin being that dude or the Riddler being that dude back in the damn day, was always the damn Joker. Okay. Well, give him a credible story, write them where they're dangerous to T'Challa, and now we got arch nemesis across the board. But that whole Eric thing, the Eric story never made sense. Let's see here. Claw took that vibranium prior to the first Black Panther movie. Literally, Claw killed Wakandans and escaped with vibranium, but no real justice came to Wakanda. No, what they said was he got branded by T'Chaka. Okay. So he should have spent the block on T'Chaka for getting branded by T'Chaka in the first dadgum Black Panther movie. Then we could have seen him delete T'Chaka in front of Hunter, Shuri, Ramunda, and T'Challa, and seen T'Challa in front of his mama and his 2 other siblings take that dude on. We could have had so many stories. We'd have had folks that ain't never heard about Black Panther before talking about, who's the white kid? Oh, that's his older brother. We ain't know T'Challa had an older white brother. Yeah. Come on over here. Let me talk to you. Come on over here. Let me talk to you. Man, you mean I'm in Wakanda? Yeah, you in Wakanda. Come on, big dog. Let me talk. And you know you don't really play the radio in Wakanda either. Come on over here. Let me talk to you, big dog. Same thing with the women. We'd have had the sisters right there and everything. Like, you mean Shuri was right there when her father got deleted? Yeah, she was. Yes, she was. Oh, I know she want to get back at Claw. I know she do. She do. You ain't never seen her in the movie want to get back at Claw, have you? You ain't never heard her mention Claw's name. You ain't heard her mention Claw's name, have you? Oh, you need to know in the comic book, she don't like that dude. And she should. We ain't gonna ever get that from the MCU. That's okay. We got Claw in his human form, in his supervillain form at our house, no different than quite a few of us. And we got like 3-4 different shooties and everything like that. So we can retell them story. We don't need them for that. Also, Tony can have access. Yep. Grand Madam, I told you the universe working on me. I ain't saved yet. D. Steezle said, always thought Mandarin would be an interesting reoccurring foe. You know, it's crazy you say that because I was actually thinking somewhere along the same lines because I got to get my cabal together and I got the Mandarin action figure from the MCU and everything like that. So y'all definitely thinking about that because Daryl, big bro, said something to me. He was like King of Kings. And if we was doing the King of Kings, we got Black Bolt, we got Victor, we got Moore, and we got T'Challa. Now I got a Black Bolt action figure. I got a Namor action figure. I got a Dr. Doom action figure. And I got a T'Challa action figure. I ain't saying I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Let me keep up. Let's see here. Honestly, Claw coming back as the sound god can really fit within a Black Panther movie or show. You sound like a comic book fan. You sound like a comic book fan. You know they don't do that over there. I'm thinking it's a cat hearing stuff in the room. Thinking it's a cat in here. Listen, I'm out. Thank y'all so much for putting up. Was this a bit of a rant and rave? Yeah, it was. I don't want to say do what I do. It's a suggestion. But if you really are, and I don't want to say it like that, this ain't for everybody. If you really are a Black Panther comic book fan, you know yourself better than I do. If we find ourselves on social media having Black Panther discourse, MCU fans aren't wanted. The moment they pop up trying to justify, explain, rationalize, block them. Notice what I said, because they got to meet that criteria. Are they trying to explain, rationalize, justify, talking-ish, trying to get, no. Don't even offer up a warning. Move like a cult. Don't offer up a warning. Just go ahead and block them from said conversation so we can continue to be free to have discourse amongst ourselves. That's it right there. Mandarin is wealthy and he's a 1,000+. And yeah, I like the story. I just didn't want to put him with the King of Kings story. Not the King of Kings story. I didn't want to align him with them. I would rather align the Mandarin with a cabal. That's where I would want to put him at. And I got the Red Skull over there. I got Hydra Supreme Commander over there and everything like that. So that's where I'm going to put him at, right on over there with them. Because you need the world to be looped in. You need the world to be looped in and everything like that. Very difficult to have a normal conversation with us. Which is why we're not going to do it. Which is why we're not going to do it. It's difficult to have a conversation with them. We're going to make it impossible to have a conversation with us. See how that go? That equal energy. Yeah. If they want to have discourse about the MCU, they need to go find MCU fans to have that with. They need to go, because they always want to butt in when we having a comic book related discussion. No, we blocking them going forward. That's why I said. Now, mind you, that's my practice. That's what I'm doing going forward. I'm blocking folks. It won't even be a back and forth. Regardless of what platform I'm on, it won't matter. If we're having a comic book discussion, especially one about Black Panther, and it won't be MCU because hell, no T'Challa, no dollar, right? So we stopped dealing with them a long time ago. As soon as somebody want to come in, doors closed. I mean that with every character. We talking about Captain America, they come, nope, block. We talking about Sam Wilson, they come, block. We talking about the X-Men, they block. We're not doing it no more. They can go over there and cap for themselves. We keep up. Gotcha, Theo. I was thinking of the comic side. Oh no, you good. You good. Hey, man, I listen. I would love to say, well, no, actually, I wouldn't love to say, I learn a lot from you every damn day. So it is what it is. But yeah, so we locking it down. Thank y'all so much. for giving me y'all time and attention. You didn't have to do this. We came in here for a good time, educational time, what I want to call it, a venting time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're able to decompress and everything like that. Going forward, we know how to move. We're Black Panther comic book fans. We're not ashamed of that. We love what we got going on. We love the exchanging of information and ideas and everything, keeping each other in the loop. We appreciate it. We grow with it as a nation. We do. We grow with it as Rock With Me Nation shirts on sale, $29.99. We grow with it. Well, we grow with it. Going forward, those that want to come partake, as soon as they come in with that MCU-ish, the walls, the barrier to Wakanda comes down. You can't get it. You don't get to infect us with your MCU ignorance/stupidity. It's not wanted. It's not desired. It's not needed. You want to learn about anything Black Panther related? Go talk to Ryan. Go talk to Nate. Go talk to Mike. Go talk to Kevin. Go talk to them. Get it in front where you fit in. Get it out the muck. We no longer talking to you. Or you can do what we've been doing since we were knee high to a tadpole. Pick up a damn comic book and read it. Oh, T'Challa hasn't had many run-ins with him. No, exactly. So that's it. We out. This has been a blast. Thank y'all so much. Really, don't forget, I got to say it one more time. Do not forget, if you have not checked out Epic, I put the splash page up there. He got me. Because I'm trying to figure out what happened. Like, because I still don't know how he got his abilities. I just see him and the professor taking a long walk with folks behind them like they're gonna do something to him. I don't even know his name. I don't know. I know he a student. I don't know how he got his ability. So Mr. Plater, that wasn't right. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. We gonna come back. I love y'all, man. Click, like, share, subscribe. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. In the meantime, in between time, the late great Doc Bra, I miss you. Damn, I miss you. I miss the bell bottom pants. I miss the Soul Train line. I do. It was a different time back then. I just told my wife, I wish there was a time machine. Lord, I wish there was a time machine. Yes, Lord, I wish there was a time machine. And in the memory of the late great Chadwick Boseman, if you ain't checked out Message from the King, it's on Netflix. If you want you some true he not playing T'Challa. He not. But if you want to see T'Challa stuff, you know, genius and everything, high intellectual IQ, if you want to see all that from the dude that played T'Challa, Message from the King is on Netflix. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.